Okay, so I think the motto for Lazarus is write once, compile anywhere, or compile everywhere. And so I developed Raster Master strictly on Windows, and I did try, an early version um, on Linux, and to my surprise, it actually worked. I didn't do too much testing, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a very basic Ubuntu test, and I'm going to show you how to install the compiler. And hopefully, if you're a Linux user, you can benefit from this. But I'm only doing it for testing, not for real use on my purpose. I don't use Linux that much these days, only for testing. And so I have a basic install running in VirtualBox. And what I'm going to do is go to their software installer, and there is Lazarus already as part of the option here. I'm going to install it, and hopefully everything works. So it seems it's a little slow at installing, but maybe this is because I'm running it in a VirtualBox. And still at 0. It's not that big, so it shouldn't take very long once it gets going. And still 0. Now you'd think there'd be some kind of other information while it's installing. There we go. It already hit 86%. So it's just a little slow at starting. And it's slowed down again. Maybe I should have tried installing this first before doing the video, but hey, this is what happens. So 86% still. I'm sure any time now. If you're watching this, maybe you could scroll ahead. Or fast forward ahead, I mean. Still 86, huh? Okay, we're at 32% installing now. So something's happening. Uh, Yep, still waiting. %32. Oh, okay, finished. Okay, let's see if, and there it is. And we can't find the Lazarus executable. Okay, so all that for nothing, basically. Okay, I'm going to try doing it through the terminal and seeing if that works better. All right. So this is another way of installing Lazarus. Maybe this will work better. And there's more things to install. I guess maybe didn't have all the dependencies installed. This looks like an improvement, at least in knowing what's going on, because we have constant information being updated on the screen. So it looks like it installs quite a bit of packages in order to get Lazarus to work. All right, it looks like it's done. Let's try this again. And all right, we got something this time. Hopefully all these paths are correct. And let's do a little test. Let's create a button on the form. And if this compiles, we should be good. And it does. Okay. And now next thing I'm going to do is download the source code for Raster Master here. And let's just put it on the desktop. All right. And yeah, I'm a little lost here because I'm so used to Windows. Project, close, and open project. And desktop and LPI file. And it tells us that the last color palette is not loading, and it's because I didn't install it. So this is something you would need to do as well. Go to Package, Online Package Manager, and I'm going to search for color palette, and it's this one. And we're going to hit Install, and that should be it in terms of requirements. And you want to say yes to this prompt. Now it's compiling the entire Lazarus IDE because anytime you install a component, it has to rebuild. So if this looks like it's taking a while, this is normal. Once the component is installed, it doesn't need to do this every time. All right, so hopefully this time we can compile and run. And there we go. And it looks very similar to the Windows version. Now, the Linux all the icons look the same because they're just a bitmap, but everything else, the scrolling here is different. There's no arrows, it's just the bar. And this is more of a round and it has a little label indicator here. But if we click on the, yep, this as well. The scrollers look a little different, but seems like they're all working. Yeah. So let me just test all the tools a little bit just to see that everything works. And let's see if all this flipping, vertical flip, scrolling. Yeah, all looks like it's working. Let's go to the 256 color palette. So the only issue I see is I'm not getting the full window. Yeah, that's an issue. Otherwise, maybe if I change the resolution here. I hope this doesn't mess up with my screen recording. And let's go. Let's see if that helped. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, that totally fixed it. So I wasn't in a high enough resolution for it to display everything. So if you have that issue, it's just the resolution that needs to be fixed. Let me size this and see if we can just show what we need. Yeah, and that looks good. And about, hmm, that's not right. It's missing something here. It's missing the subscribe label. Uh, yeah, all the colors look right. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, even the menu selections are properly indicated. All right, let me try one more thing. The exporting, file export. And I'm going to try the latest edition I made. And let's call this test. Oh yeah, so all this is showing properly as well. So yeah, I guess you can write once compile anywhere where there's a Lazarus compiler. On the desktop. And all right, there it is. And that's exactly what it's supposed to show. Okay, so that does it. That actually works. So that's all I wanted to show you, and yeah, it actually turned out pretty good. It seems to, I guess wherever there's an x86 type of platform, this should work if it has the proper dependencies installed.